Hey, how you doing? We're officially live. I hope that you are having a splendiferous day and that if it's evening where you are, it continues to be spectacular. It's about 11 p.m. here in Colorado and I am beat. I am so ready to hit the sheets, but first, I'm going to re-record this. You don't even want to know. So let's get right into it. This is going to be the very first official product pics week review. So here's the dealio, okay? It can get really freaking hectic. I work 2 jobs. My daughter, like many other children and for many other parents, has an insane schedule. She goes to a private Catholic school and there are certain requirements and expectations that are outside of that of standard schooling, and that includes attending mass, etc. So that definitely is interesting working around that schedule. My daughter and I also participate together in martial arts. We do Taekwondo, so that's a few days a week. And she was recruited for an amazing soccer team. So that's another 3 days out of the week, plus the game day. So it can be really freaking hard to find the exact times that I'm gonna post. They can change. I'm forever never on time. I'm always running late. So I may plan for something to happen here or want to find time there. And then if I'm running late, that time gets lost in the sauce. And then I'm gone for the day. And by the time I get home, So I decided that rather than randomly posting or trying to have something every single day, that I should just give myself a little bit of breathing room. I'm going to pick 3 products per week that I'm going to individually post about, introduce to you, share some imaging, etc. And then after I've shared the 3 products, I am going to do a video like this and kind of compile all of it and just have a discussion, see some of them in use, etc. So we're gonna try a couple of different ways of presentation. You're gonna see it changing as I go just until I find out what works for me. I'm going to have a kind of setup area, but for now we're just gonna bounce around and see what works, and then we're gonna lock it in. Excuse this blinking light back here. Maintenance came to change my filters yesterday and do a water heater inspection. I sent an email request about the bulbs. Here we are. So you're gonna have to just ignore that. Hopefully my big head and all this hair blocks it out. It may even reposition the camera. But without any more hesitations, let's get into it. First and foremost, I'm gonna need to grab a paper towel because I moved it off the counter when I cleared it off. And as you can see, I am wearing some gloss. And the first product pick that we are going to get into is the 3 Ships Exfoliator and Lip Mask. So give me 1 second. All right, so I am wearing the lovely Persona lip gloss in shade Honey, just to let you know before I take it off. It's one of my favorite glosses. Oh my gosh, I will actually have to do a product pick on that one. All right, here we go. I had on a really gorgeous brown lip to match my brown shadow, but knowing that I was gonna be doing this, I took it off. Okay, first things first. We're going to start with the 3 Ships lip set. You get 1 exfoliator and 1 lip mask. You're gonna get the vanilla lip exfoliator and the buttercream hydrating lip mask. I'm equally in love with both of these products. They are incredible. So, the vanilla lip exfoliator, let me tell you what I really like about this one. A lot of lip exfoliators tend to have super, super large granules, which I like, but they tend to make it off the lip and up around the mouth. I feel like a lot of product gets wasted. The granules in this guy are a lot more fine. Super, super, super small. Don't know why that's a thing for me, but it is. I love it. The vanilla flavoring is ever so slightly present, but it is there. And there's something about it that leaves a slightly sheen coating on the lip. So even prior to applying the second step, which is the lip mask, you're getting some hydration, not just something gritty that you're gonna rub between and feels kind of chalky. So I really like this exfoliator. It's awesome. It's almost like little pieces of sugar. I really wish I could get it to focus in for you better. You can see there, I just used a very generous amount. much smaller granules. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna rub that. I like to try to use my lips to rub it because I feel like the finger just takes away a bunch of product. But I will occasionally go in with the finger. Just kind of realign it and make sure it's where I need and finish it up. But I want you to see what I mean, how it leaves some moisture on there. Can you see? See that? It's amazing. I love it, and it tastes so good. I know it's terrible. I'm not supposed to be like sitting here eating the product, but I believe all lip products should be flavored, okay? And everything in life should be scented. That is a lip exfoliator. So I am very, very fond of this. And I find that some of the exfoliators, if you're using them day after day after day, your lips can become kind of raw, and I get a bit of a reaction to them. This one I have used now consecutively for 4 days. In the evening, other than one was morning, but in the evening, and I wake up with the softest, most luscious and supple lips. No pain, no peeling, no abrasions. I almost feel like the other one's gonna cut you. And this one right here is completely okay for day-to-day use. So that's another reason it is on my plus list and a product pick. Number 2, the Buttercream Hydrating Lip Mask. Now, I'm gonna start out by saying, following what I just said, that I believe all lip products should be flavored. 3 ships. This one is not. And if it is, then I guess my taste buds are way further off than I thought that they were. However, they make up for it with the incredible fragrance and the absolutely decadent texture of this stuff right here. I've been thinking all day about something I can compare it to. Thought Vaseline, not at all, not quite as slippery. I thought of Crisco. I literally thought of any and everything I could to try to make a comparison for you guys. There is no comparison out there. This texture right here is insane. The perfection of the formula, I can't even begin to describe to you. It is so freaking silky, smooth, soft. Even when you dig into it and you dip, the way that it comes off of like the block is what I call it, out of the jar basically, it's just like indescribable. It really is. It's like a special kind of whipped liquid jelly is the best I can think to describe it. All I know is it's incredible. It's long wear. It sits atop of the lips while it soaks in. It's insane. It's literally like a layered functional lip product. It's just doing multiple things all at once. I love, love, love this lip mask. So typically I would let the exfoliator sit and kind of soak in and seep and not waste the product, but just for showing sake, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this one off. And apply a little bit. Lips are so soft. No skin, that exfoliator is incredible. So literally just see, it's like a flick, and I don't know how to explain it. The tiniest bit goes the longest way with this product, you guys. This will last me forever. Nice shine. I love that it's not too glossy being a mask, because when I go to sleep in the evening and my lips are on the pillow, there's nothing worse than a lip mask that has a sticky or tacky or gloss-like texture. This one is not that at all. Buttercream is, I understand the scent or the flavor or the fragrance, but buttercream is the perfect way to describe it. It is buttery smooth, okay? And I'm not talking margarine. This stuff is amazing. It smells so good. And like I said, there is so much in this jar. It could last me a lifetime. So that, you guys, is the 2 steps treatment by 3 ships lip products. My favorite thing ever. Next up, we have Ades New York. This is also a 2-step system, except for it is for nails. You guessed it. You're gonna get an neroli flower cuticle oil and a nail growth optimizer. Now, I have been using this nail growth optimizer and cuticle oil together for about 2 weeks. And I will tell you, I have seen serious results. I started going back to acrylic nails, so I had to pause on the nail growth optimizer, but I would credit that for getting my nails back to a healthy enough place where they were able and willing to take to acrylics. The last time that I went before this last round where I started back up with my nails, they literally could not get my nail to attach to the false nail. Never seen anything like it. They thought it could have been some kind of deficiency. I don't know what it is. All I know is that doing them for so long made them so brittle and thin that they were rejecting nail glue. Isn't that insane? Nail glue is like, we all know, no joke. So when your nails are at that state, you gotta do something. I busted out this box and it took. So this has gotta do something. The nail growth optimizer definitely helped to bring back the thickness, the strength, the lack of splitting and cracking in my nails, and the cuticle oil could not have done better things for my nail beds. Literally, this stuff is literally amazing. I am in love. And I'm really not a big nail product person, so that's saying something. The neroli flower cuticle oil and the nail growth optimizer. If you are looking to strengthen your nails, or if you're somebody maybe who doesn't really get them done, or who doesn't like to have color on them but likes to keep them looking pretty and healthy, this is it right here. You can use the nail growth optimizer almost as a top coat, keep them clear, keep them shiny, keep them upkept, and feel good about it. There's nothing like dry hands, and I don't mean just the palms and between the fingers. My cuticles get really, really dry here in Colorado. So that alone is a plus, whether you're looking for hydration, shine, protection, strengthening, or just to get a little bit of growth. That's the Odessa, New York 2-step nail treatment. And last but not least, I am really, really excited about these. I have had several of them sitting in my rack that I keep behind the door. Yes, literally I have so much product. I purchased a 36 count shoe holder that hangs over the door. Every pocket is filled to the brim with cosmetics and products that I have yet to try. So I am trying to make my way through, but like I said, finding that time to review them all isn't always doable. And I like to wait to open things until I'm either going to take imaging, use them, gift them, etc. So I finally went ahead the other day and popped one of these bad boys open, and it's by one of my absolute favorite brands out there, and it's now one of my favorite products out there. Spongel. This one itself is not open. I'm currently using a different variation, but considering that this is a foot product, I was gonna pass on pulling that out and showing you that one. So this is a pedi buffer with a built-in cleanser. For those of you who have not tried Spongel, you're missing out on life. I have become completely obsessed. I've gotten my daughter on the bandwagon, my mother, my sister, my best friend, any and everybody that I know, men included. Literally, I have my ex using these products. He's on his own ordering at full price too. Ordering these products to use for himself because he would like to snatch mine out of the shower. So that's saying something. The scents are insane. I cannot even begin to tell you the plethora of products that they have and fragrance options that they have. This particular one is, I think, French lavender. Such a pretty color, this pink box. French lavender. And these are the bomb, you guys. They make soaps that are shaped like flowers, and basically the soap is within the sponge. When I first heard about it, I was like, I don't trust that. It's gonna run out, or it's gonna get moldy, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. Absolutely not. Hang to dry, you avoid the mold issue, and the soap does not run out. It blows my mind how sudsy it gets and how long it lasts. Typically at least 12 to 15 washes. And if you don't fully submerge it in the water and just squeeze the bubbles out, you can get even more out of it. So I already knew that I absolutely loved their body sponges, but I had a couple of these. One came in a subscription box. I picked a couple up during some FabFitFun edit sales, just in case, why not? I figured I'd like them once I used them. With the change of the seasons here going on in Colorado, this is when my feet get so freaking dry, you guys. Plus, I'm diabetic. So that's a nightmare in itself. So I was at home and I was scrubbing so hard on my feet that my foot file literally snapped. The handle broke off of the file. I attempted to just use the base of the file, but it's one of those things where you definitely need the handle. I don't know how else to explain that, the handle. So I gave up and I was not finished. I had done one foot but not the other, so I needed some relief and I wanted them to at least be even, considering I was about to wear sandals. So it's like one heel was looking alive and thriving and the other one just horrendous. So I started thinking, well, what else can I use? I went to my handy dandy door shoe holder and remembered, aha, I have all of these Petty products by Spongel. So I busted one open. I completed the second foot that hadn't gotten worked on, and it was so good that I went back and redid the first foot. And I feel like, honestly, I got better results from the sponge than I did from the pumice stone that was literally a hard, solid, gritty, grainy buffer. This guy right here it didn't compare. It just did not compare. And what's insane about that is it's still a sponge. So the texture of these ones are a little bit firmer than the body sponges, obviously. It's something kind of it's a cross mix between a sponge and a pumice stone. That's how I would describe it. But it's amazing, you guys. The amount of product that comes out of it, it just blows my mind how controlled it is, but that you get just enough without it being excessive, and it's never short of the suds. Also, this fragrance is so delicious. At least the one that I'm using is. I can assure you this one's gonna be. I have used so many of their sponges at this point. All of them smell absolutely incredible. French lavender sounds delightful, sounds delicious. So I'm sure it's gonna be great. But the one I'm using, oh my gosh. I don't know if it's the fact that it's releasing the soap and the formula itself that helped to moisturize and hydrate as you're buffing, and that's what made it so effective. But I do know that it's effective. This right here, I will never, ever again wait to open up a box. One of these will be kept open in my shower at all times, along with my Spongel body sponge. I am obsessed. This one, without a doubt, it was a no-brainer that it was gonna be in one of the Roundup product picks. It just happened to be so good and so recently used that it made it into the first one. So that's that, you guys. That is the Petty Buffer with the built-in cleanser. Does it get better than that? Built-in cleanser. I feel like a lot of cleansers just 2 thumbs down. I always want like a mild soap, or I'm big on the suds. I need the bubbles. I want a good lather to really feel clean, you know, to feel those oils stripped away. And I've been through so many different cleansers and it doesn't always work like that. And I also got really tired of having to have a cleanser and then keep a washcloth or an exfoliating rag or and wash them and cycle them out. So Spongel has changed my life. And honestly, it feels a lot more sanitary using something that already has a sterilizing sanitization soap product within it on my feet, rather than a file that you use and then you have to sterilize and set. It just grosses me out. So that makes me feel a lot more comfortable with keeping it in the shower as well. Just another plus, benefits after benefits, not just soft, smooth feet. All right, you guys. That's gonna do it for our very first official round of product picks in a combined review in video format. So let me know what you think. This one was super laid back. Obviously, you can see my paperwork here and my flashing bulb, but I really like to approach things like that. I feel like when I'm connecting with you guys, I want it to be authentic, genuine, and comfortable. I want you to feel like you're one of my friends. You're my only friends, actually. So I'm gonna need you to definitely feel like that, because I feel like that. Anyways, let me know what you think. Let me know if these are the kind of products that you want to see highlighted. It won't always be products that I love. I could do a week of product picks that I'm going to highly advise that you do not use and that you run for the hills from. So I'm gonna switch it up. There could be a combination. But I just think it's a good way to make sure that I'm getting content out there, that I'm reviewing, and that I'm putting you guys onto products that at least I love. And I'm never gonna feed you any BS. So if I love them, being as particular as I am sure that the majority of you will also love them. That's gonna do it for me. I am about to get this off of my face, and I think I'm gonna go and actually petty my feet again. Spongel, I'm telling you, they got me hooked. And then throw a little bit of the Odessa New York cuticle oil on there. Why not? And then I'm gonna go ahead and do some more of the lip treatment as well after I wash. So that's how you know these are 3 great product picks. All 3 can be utilized morning, noon, night, when you're getting glamified or when you're getting unready. So I feel like it was a successful round. I hope that Sunday evening treats you splendiferously, and I will see you soon.